About 15 years ago, I was superintendent over a construction crew. And I had a guy come up to me at work and he asked me for a job. And I said, no, man, you can't have a job with me. And he's like, why? I said, because there's a church Dwayne and then there's a work Dwayne. And he's like, what? I said, no, man, I ain't hiring you. And I wouldn't hire him because I didn't want him to see how I acted at work. And then about 2 weeks after that, I was on a job site and I was pouring concrete. And I was just cussing and yelling and screaming and cussing. And this guy pulled up in his pickup truck and he stopped and he got out and he started inviting me to a revival that they were having at his church. And I said, no, man, I got my own church. I said, man, I'm a youth pastor at my church. And he went, you're a youth pastor? And I went, yeah, I'm a youth. Why do you find that so surprising? And he said, well, tell me where, because I don't ever want my kids going there. And I was like, you see, what was happening is on Sundays I work for Jesus, but on Monday I work for money. What happened is I needed to go to work and then go to work. So what I mean by that is not just work for Jesus on Sundays, but go to work for Jesus on Monday. Because if he gave me that job, he didn't just give me the job to make money. He gave me the job to make a difference. So that day, I decided no more. No more living a double life. I wanted God to have all of my heart. Not just Sundays. I wanted him to have every bit of it, including my language. Including the things I said, the things I did. Every piece of who I am. I wanted to glorify God. And from that day forward, I've done my best to glorify God with my language and my lifestyle.